Mark Davis, first of all, thoughts on the day's play?
Well, a very good day's play. Just from a cricketing perspective, a very good day's play. I thought we looked back incredibly well. Sort of 5 down at lunch, 80 for 5 after lunch, and then losing Ricey straight off the interval as well. We were certainly under pressure. Good bowling. I felt they bowled really, really well. Similarly, actually, to the way we bowled in the first innings as well, and it was good cricket all round, and I thought we fought back really, really well.
Yeah, because 58 for 5, it's a long way back from them.
It certainly is. I mean, especially the way they were bowling as well. They weren't giving us anything. They got a very experienced attack, and they hit really good areas all day. So it was pretty hard work. And then counter-attack started a little bit when the ball got a bit softer, as it does here at Hove, and it became a little bit better to bat against the ball. And obviously they get more overs in their legs, and we could score. So it was a really good day for character, and I felt the boys showed so much of that as well. So it was really good.
And we were saying in the press box, not for the first time, Ben Brown comes to the rescue.
Fantastic. I mean, he's that's what he does, doesn't he? I mean, you've watched him over the years, and that's what he does. And he's come to the party again under pressure. And I think the judgment always of a player, and certainly a batter, is when they do it under pressure as well. You know, it's not when there's nothing on the game, but he seems to come to the fore when things are really, when we're up against it and our backs are against the wall. So once again, very, very good innings by Ben.
And often he's very positive in those sort of situations, Mark. Was that the instruction when he went out to bat?
I think always. I mean, I think Ben plays his best when he's positive, so I think that's always the way it should be going, and the way he does, really. I think he's most effective when he is trying to be positive and trying to counter-punch, really, if you like. So once again, very, very good innings by him today.
It was very strange to see Jofra Archer walking out at number 11, and we thought, well, we know Jofra can bat, but that was some partnership.
It certainly was, you know, and I think we've made a big push into trying to get our tail extended, if you like. So to have Jofra batting at 11 is crazy, really. It's a fantastic batter, as we know. So we knew we had the depth there. We knew we had to just get through the new ball, and at times it became, you know, it was really hard against the new ball. And then obviously as it got softer and the bowlers got a bit tired, it became a lot easier.
It was a partnership that really dragged yourselves back into the match, and the deficit was just 13. Well, that must have been very pleasing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's you sort of go down for lunch and you're thinking, oh my goodness, you know, we're way behind the 8 ball, and then to pull the game back like that was a good effort, and a good effort by the whole team.
The Kent reply, they got through a good start, but Ajmal Shahzad, who bowled well yesterday, coming to the party again today.
He did. He bowled well. He's bowled really well down the hill. He's bowling with a lot of freedom as well. You know, he's just letting the ball go, and I think there is a little bit of inconsistency in the wicket as well. So he's certainly exploiting that. If it goes up and down, he's obviously a pretty dangerous bowler as well, running down the hill. So it's great to have Ajmal bowling like that. He's had problems with his fitness over the last couple of seasons. Is it close back to his best now, Mark? I think so. I mean, he's had a winter where he's probably reflected on the couple of years he's been at Hove, and he really wants to come back and fight hard for his place. So, you know, it's good to see that, and that's what you want to see in all your players that play at the club. And we've certainly got more competition from places this season, so it's good that I just put his hand up and come back.
Talk about injuries. What's the situation with Verlin Fernanda? Not on the field this afternoon.
He's going to go and have a scan on his groin, so he's feeling his groin a bit. So that's not good news for us. We'll go and have that in London, and obviously we can't comment until we see the extent of that injury on his groin. But obviously it's great to have Vernon here. It's a shame he couldn't have bowled today.
When will he be having that done, Mark?
He's going up to London first thing tomorrow morning. So I think by the afternoon we should know what the form is there and see how that goes. As I say, we'll have to wait till the morning.
And in terms of that, is that something that South Africa could control in terms of when he might be able to play again?
I think so. It's up to them, really. I mean, it's a bit of a lottery in this the landscape of modern cricket at the moment. So I think we'll see. Let's just first assess the injury and see where that is, and then we'll take it from there.
And Steve McGoffin didn't get a chance to talk to you yesterday. Steve not in this match. What's the situation with Steve?
2 days out for the game, he hurt his knee.
That was the Cardiff game, or
no, this game. No,
oh, right.
He was just bowling, and he sort of turned up the day before the game, and he had a bit of swelling on his knee, and felt it was quite sore. So he bowled. He tried to bowl again, and the following day it got a little bit worse, and it was too sort of high risk to take him into a 4-day game, feeling his knee. So we decided not to play him, and he's had his knee sorted, and hopefully he'll be ready for the Notts game.
Right. So is that a bit of physio, or is it a bit more than that?
He's actually had a bit of a drain on his knees, taking a bit of fluid off his knees, so he's feeling a lot better as well. So hopefully get him back for that game, if not.
Let's hope so. Finally, looking ahead to the next couple of days, how do you see the game panning out? But we're told a bit of rain maybe tomorrow, but putting that to one side, it's finally poised, perhaps advantage Kent slightly.
Pretty evenly poised. Yeah, you probably have to say so, but I think we've given ourselves a chance, and that's all you can do. You know, I think from where we were to give ourselves a chance is important, and we'll see how the next 2 days go. I'm sure it's very exciting from a neutral perspective, but there you go.
Perfect. Mark, thanks for joining us.
Cheers, guys.